Hello and welcome to this special edition of Qsports here at the Independence Stadium. Renovation work ongoing for Gambia's race against time to play their final home game in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers Côte d'Ivoire 2023 against Congo Brazzaville here at the Independence Stadium. You could see seats have been installed in the stadium currently, and also they're walking on the pitch. We will also show you different parts of the Independence Stadium, from the media tribune, and also we will show you the dressing rooms and some other parts of the stadium where this renovation work is ongoing. And as far as the work is concerned, they're expecting it to finish on time before the game against Congo Brazzaville in September. The Independence Stadium is unfit to host international matches according to the Confederation of African Football. As a result, the Scorpions' recent home games were played away. Our national home games against South Sudan was played in Senegal and against Mali in Morocco. The Independence Stadium opened in 1984 and has not gone under any major renovation since. Ibu Fai is the general manager of the stadium.
You can see the rehabilitation and remodeling of the stadium, which is a CAF requirement, and we move in accordingly, and we are on schedule, and hopefully we'll be able to get the necessary approval from CAF to able to host the match.
My main concern, and the concern for many football fans, has been the pitch. I've seen a turf here already, and I know we were used to the natural grass that used to be our pitch before all this CAF ban, and now that we're working on to make sure that the pitch is completed and all the works and the requirements that were made by CAF that should be completed. As far as the pitch is concerned, I've seen they talk about a hybrid pitch. Can you expand on this? What does a hybrid pitch mean?
A hybrid pitch is a combination of artificial turf and grass. As you can see now, what they have done is the dressing of the pitch, and after that they will lay the artificial turf and then add more sand there, and then put the seeds and the grass for it to grow. And then we have a combination of the artificial turf and also the grass, to make it a completely different pitch. And the first time it's happening in this country to have an hybrid system, which is also a CAF requirement, and it meets the CAF standard. So we hope that it will be ready very soon, because it doesn't take that much time for it to happen. So hopefully we are there.
Mr. Fai, when it comes to the pitch aspect of it, maintenance and keeping it, making sure that it's durable and all that, we used to find it very difficult with the grass. Every now and then, either it's dead, because this is the only stadium that we have where national events are also used, musical programs and things like that. Is this pitch completely different from the one that we used to have before? Is it easier to manage with this hybrid?
Well, it's easier to manage because it's not a problem. The problem with artificial turf is you have to, the guarantee normally is 8 to 10 years. You have to change and replace it. When it comes to the grass, it's easier because our technical manager understands and have grown up, taking care of grass pitches. So he understands it very well. And as you said, national events and other programs, we'll look at that after we'll sit down and look at it together with the ministry and also the government, because that's something that needs to be looked at if we are to preserve the hybrid. Because in the Gambia, we don't know how to, manage artificial turf with programs. That's something that we need to learn how to do it if it's going to happen. That's why we normally we don't see most programs happening in artificial turfs. So because we don't have the idea. For grass pitches, we understand. But with this system, we need to sit down and then come up with a position on it.
Other things also added on the pitch, because I've seen in the media tribune there are new seats. I understand it should be equipped with also high-speed internet facility and things like that. Also, where we used to have the The commentary cabins also is being renovated. What are some of the adjustments being made in those places?
Well, yeah, it has to meet international standards because journalists relay information, and the information must be, as you know, news is something which is something new, that is new. So if it's going to be new, you have to be able to provide them the necessary tools, and that's international standard. The commentary box now we have there the CCTV, what do you call the command center, whereby they will see everywhere within the stadium for security reasons. You have the PA system, you know, to relay information. These are basic things for stadiums. And then you have the commentary box, and you have the print media also will be there, because normally they are there to write. For the press tribune, those things will be provided, hopefully, even if not this time round as we move on, because we now concentrated on the inside of the stadium, so that we can have the necessary approval to play our match. Then afterwards, outside and some of the other things can be added to it and completed. I think you have to give credit to the ministry and the government for providing the funds for able to all that, because there is a cabinet subcommittee responsible, and they are going around together with our ministry to make sure that these things are available, and the stadium is completely overhauled. And we are not doing restructuring, but we are just rehabilitating the facility, because the facility is good, it's strong. People say it's old, it's not old. Stadium needs to be rehabilitated.
That was going to bring me to my next question.
Okay.
There are others, I don't know where their technical assessments are from. They said this stadium was built in 1983, it was opened in 84, and then since then there have not been major rehabilitation. So they are afraid that, you know, when it comes to the seating capacity, if there are too many people, maybe it's not good for the stand of the stadium. It's not good for safety and things like that.
You have to give credit to the Chinese. They did a very, very good job. The stadium is very, very strong. You know, what we don't want is, you know, overcrowded. That's nobody wants that. Anything can happen. Yeah. Because there could
even avoid stampede.
Yeah, there can be a stampede, which is difficult, like our match against Algeria. But at the end of the day, the stadium is very strong, and it can accommodate the capacity. The capacity is going down. After the seats are installed, we'll be able to know the exact capacity of the stadium will go down, obviously. And then from there, we start to see how do we build on this stadium, or how do we get a new stadium. But the stadium is not old. You know, it's old because it's not rehabilitated. You need, even a human being, you go to doctor every time to check yourself. So it's the same as the stadium. Every 10 years it needs rehabilitation and improvement of the system. Because the 80s system and now are totally different. That's why it consumes a lot of resources, especially when it comes to the drainage system, when it comes to the lighting system, when it comes to the plumbing system. All those things have moved on with time. So I think we are on course to make sure that the stadium reflects a new one until we are able to get a new one or built on the stadium.
In the ongoing work, the dressing rooms have been expanded and fitted with wardrobes and toilets. Bathroom facilities have also been improved. All 4 stands of the stadium are fitted with seats showing the colors of the national flag. There is high expectation that the job will be completed in time for the match against the Republic of Congo in September. The stadium is being renovated. It has been for months now. We are getting very close. We've seen new seats being installed. We've also seen the pitch, they're working on it. The dressing room has been expanded, new toilet facilities, as well as that. Tell us about how work is progressing so far.
So far, as you can see, the work is progressing as planned. We are on the finishing touches because the contract supposed to end on the 19th of July. But the football pitch will not complete on the 19th. Maybe by end of July, it will be completed. Yes.
Okay. Well, as far as time is concerned, you think you are on schedule, especially mainly the concern of the public is hosting football matches here, which is the reason why work is almost on 24/7, and the Gambia's big game against Congo Brazzaville, which is going to be in September. Hopefully before September it's going to be done.
Yeah, we are on schedule because as you can see, all the civil works was completed. They are just on cleaning and some snack leagues that they are working on, both the two contractors. You have a Jigo Construction Limited and the CFTM Group, that is the Gambian company, in partnership with the Turkish company called Integral Group of Metro. Yes.
As far as durability is concerned, have these been factors that you've been concerned with as a consultant, making sure that these facilities put here, from the seats to the new toilet facilities, as well as the dressing room and all the other facilities that are going to be installed during this work?
Yeah, the durability of the equipments were taken care of because before the manufacturing of even the seat, the expert came, the Turkish, they came, they did their own feasibility studies. That is the time they went back and do the manufacturing of the football seat. As you know, Integral Group of Metro, they are specialized in the hybrid system, that is the football pitch. Because as you know now, the new generation of stadiums, they are going in for the hybrid pitch. So we guarantee the public that all the equipment, the civil works, the football pitch, it will be high quality job.
Okay, let's say in terms of monetary terms, you as the consultant, of course, you would know how much money is being spent in this renovation work. Initially, we had 100 million. Is still that the figure, or the figure at some point will rise up exponentially because things are getting expensive and all of that?
Yeah, of course, because as you can see, the time the assessment was done and the time frame between the assessment and the bidding period and even the award of the contract, there is a big material increment. So the contract sum is about 160 million for the renovation. Yeah, but that includes civil works and the furnishing and equipment of the medical related areas and the dressing rooms and other areas.
If I could see very well, I saw a generator, a very new generator. Is a generating system also going to be installed to make sure that
Yes.
if there is no power, so we have a secondary source where the stadium would connect to?
Yes, two standby generators per case, to be standby generator in case there is no light, then it will be automatically kick started. Okay. Yeah.
Most of the works are near completion. The pitch is being fitted with sprinklers and will be turned into what is referred to as a hybrid pitch, combining both artificial turf and grass. Côte d'Ivoire will host AFCON 2023 in January 2024. Whether the Scorpions will book their ticket to the tournament will depend on the outcome of our match against Republic of Congo in September. But will the Independence Stadium host this crucial and deciding game for the country? Only time will tell.
So this is a normal routine for CAF. We check at the invitation of the federation. We come and we do an assessment just to make sure that all the works, all the requirements, all the standards that CAF puts in place through its regulations are met. So today we were able to do a full visit. I think it took us at least 3 hours or 4 hours. So we went on all the sites, all the areas to verify. Of course, there's always comments and remarks, and that's what we have done, and everyone has followed. And the idea is now to prepare a report and to work around that report in order to meet the CAF requirements.
What has been some of the major observations?
So I would say, for example, there were matters in relation to the accessibility of the players, of the media. So we wanted to ensure that all these points were taken care of. And as a basic example, we in modern stadiums today, we need to ensure that players have their own entrance, media have their own entrance to its facilities, VIP their own entrance and exit, so there's no clash of the different spectators also. So this was one of the remarks, and along with the contractors, with the stadium management, we were trying to find alternative solutions, and I think we did so, and this is what we will mention in the report. The other matter, which is key and crucial, is the whole environment around the stadium. We know that there are still works going on, we understand that, but it's important to ensure not only the competition area, the sporting areas, but ensuring the environment around the stadium, the access, the gates, the external perimeter, the walls, all of these areas has to be completed and right to the best standards possible. Today it's not only about the 90 minutes, it's all about also the fan experience. You know, we want the fans, the media, the spectators, everyone, when they come to the stadium, they are safe, they are secure, there is all the access, and you know, we spoke about the electronic turnstile. So there are several points that we've mentioned. We understand that there are certain works still ongoing, but yeah, this was the objective of the mission for CAF to come to do this preliminary assessment and to provide more recommendations.
Like
Yes, yes, definitely. Whatever is outside the external perimeter, it is a major obligation. You would understand that from a safety and security perspective, CAF cannot really approve a stadium that does not guarantee safety from all perspectives. As you rightly mentioned, the external perimeter. You know, I give an example. There are some other countries that even the roads, without proper roads leading to the stadium, we don't approve the stadium. So these are things that really need to be taken care of, so that the stadium can be approved from all standpoints. Well, the ball is always on the side of the local authorities, obviously. From our side, from CAF, we would really we would be very happy if obviously we have the next window, which is September. It's the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier, the match day 6, and I think it's also crucial for Gambia as for many other nations. So we would be very, very excited and delighted if the stadium could be approved by then. But as I said, we also have certain deadlines, timelines to approve the stadium. So it's all dependent on the works that are remaining to do and all the observations that we made. So it's the ball is on the side of it's basically on your side to complete, and yes, we have to believe from our side that you know, all the works will be completed on time.
I am sitting in the dressing room. This was never like this before. It has been expanded in terms of its size and also fitted with new wardrobes, and it's going to be the place for both the home team and the away team as far as matches are concerned here at the Independence Stadium. It was part of the requirements that was required to get this stadium ban lifted, to get the Gambia playing its matches at its home stadium, the only national stadium here. Here at the Independence Stadium, still on Qsports Special Edition. Before, when you used to come to the stadium to watch football matches, you used to sit on bare concrete floor. But now there have been seats installed for the subsequent matches to come, especially in September when the Gambia play against Congo Brazzaville here at the stadium. We expect work to be completed at the time. I'm now here with Dauda Saho, who is supervisor for Jigo Construction. Well, Dauda, you've been here doing the renovation work. We've seen the seats have been installed. Tell us, how has work been progressing so far?
Well, Alhamdulillah, Mr. Gajaga, I can say work has been progressing fine. Though in the beginning it was not easy, it was tough, but now, Alhamdulillah, it's okay. We've completed almost 95% of the work.
Okay. In terms of the seats, the installation of it, these seats are normally what you see even at the international level at stadiums which are far of a high quality than this one. In terms of the seats, have Gambia's weather been factored? That we have a lot of sun, we also have a very hot weather and humid as well.
Yes, everything is being factored. Because as a matter of fact, before getting the seats, we went all the way to the manufacturing company, and all these things that you are talking about has been put into consideration. Yeah, and when the seats were brought, the Ministry of Works came here and took it to their lab to test it as sample, and they're satisfied with everything.
Okay.
So about the weather, that will not be a problem.
Okay. Okay. When it all comes to also the durability aspect of it, I'm sure you're using a drilling machine to get it fixed on the concrete wall. How is that also going?
Yeah, the durability aspect also is 100%. Yeah, unless and until if people come and want to
Try to act crazy.
exactly like by force on it. That being the case, I mean, it will obviously worn out. But other than that, it's okay.
Okay. So as far as the work is concerned, everybody in Gambia is racing against time to make sure that this work is completed, especially football fans. In September, the Gambia will be playing against Congo Brazzaville, and we expect the game to be played at this stadium because recently we've been playing our matches outside the Gambia because the stadium was banned by FIFA and CAF for not meeting the standards. But looking at it now, like you said, 95% completed in terms of work. Are we still on schedule?
Yes, we are still on schedule. As you can see, we are working both day and night to make sure that Gambia plays the September game here, inshallah.
Okay. We've been to parts of the stadium. We've talked about the seats, the dressing room. It was part of the requirements to expand them in terms of size,
Yes.
and also to make sure that they are fitted with all the equipment that is needed for modern football matches. Tell us about that.
Yeah, initially the dressing room wasn't like this, but now, like you said, we have resized the dressing room, and now the size of the dressing room is 15 by 7 meters with 5 toilets and 5 showers with modern materials in there.
Materials in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to the, let's say, the plumbing work of the stadium, that also needed to have been changed to a modern standard. Has that also been fitted in?
Well, right now the work is mainly focused or centered on the recommendation that CAF gave.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we are focusing major on right now, because we want the approval from CAF to play the September game here, because we all know that the stadium was banned, and then again CAF sent in their recommendations like what exactly needed to be changed. So that, I mean, the renovation of the work is centered mostly on that. Yeah, for now.
For now.
Yeah.
Okay. As a company, Jigo Construction is being trusted with this work here at the Independence Stadium, especially when it comes to the seats, the dressing room, and other facilities that are also being installed. How do you feel a Gambian company winning this award when the bidding was done?
Well, that's a very, it's an understatement if I have to say I feel overwhelmed, because this is a national stadium, and being a Gambian company renovating the only national stadium that we have, it's a very, like I said, it's going to be an understatement. It's going to be an understatement if I say it's very joyful.
With less than 2 months before the Gambia plays against Congo Brazzaville at the Independence Stadium, last-minute renovation work is ongoing. The pitch behind me is going to be hybrid. That is, you have both the artificial turf and also the grass pitch. Will it be ready on time? Will the Gambia play its final home game of the Africa Cup of Nations 2023 Côte d'Ivoire here at the stadium? Only time will tell. It has been Qsports exclusive at the Independence Stadium in Bakau. I was your host, Mamadou Gajaga. Thank you very much for watching. Join us next week for more sports.